The Indiana Fever struggled in Game 1 of their WNBA playoff series, falling to the Connecticut Sun 93-69 on Sunday afternoon at Mohegan Sun Arena. The Fever, entering the best-of-3 series with hopes of a deep postseason run, now face an uphill battle after the Sun controlled much of the game. Connecticut can close out the series with another win on Wednesday, which would eliminate the Fever before the series even returns to Indianapolis. Caitlin Clark, poked in the eye, struggles with shooting. One of the pivotal moments came just 90 seconds into the game, when Indiana star Caitlin Clark was poked in the eye by Connecticut guard DiJonai Carrington. Clark collapsed to the court, visibly in pain, clutching her face. Though she briefly exited to the bench, she quickly returned to the game after a timeout. However, the injury seemed to affect her play throughout the contest. Clark, known for her lethal three-point shooting, failed to make any three-pointers in the first half, going 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. By halftime, it was clear that the eye injury was taking its toll, as a black eye had formed under her right eye. Her first half performance was uncharacteristically quiet, tallying just 3 points on 1 of 9 shooting from the field. Although she showed signs of recovery in the third quarter, hitting 2 three-pointers and a layup, the Suns' defense continued to pressure her and limit her looks. Connecticut's focus on shutting down both Clark and teammate Kelsey Mitchell from deep worked to perfection, preventing Indiana's sharpshooters from finding their rhythm. Clark finished with 11 points on 4 of 17 shooting overall, making just 2 of 13 attempts from three-point range. Fever's frustration with officiating and shot clock issues. Indiana's struggles were compounded by frustration with several officiating calls and technical issues with the shot clock. Carrington's eye poke on Clark was not called as a foul, leading to protests from Clark's teammates and fans alike. In the game's opening minute, head coach Christy Sides had to use Indiana's challenge after a foul was incorrectly called on Aliyah Boston, though the call was overturned in favor of Lexi Hull. Sides became visibly agitated over the course of the first half, repeatedly contesting what she believed were missed fouls. At one point, a referee had to physically push her back from the court during an argument. Sides' frustration boiled over when Hull was ruled out of bounds on a baseline play, resulting in a technical foul against the Fever coach. Erica Wheeler had to restrain Sides to prevent further escalation. The Fever's transition offense, which relies on a fast pace and quick ball movement, was also disrupted by repeated shot clock malfunctions. On 3 occasions in the first half, the shot clock failed to start properly when Indiana gained possession, causing unnecessary stoppages and further breaking the Fever's flow. Damiris Dantas provides a spark off the bench. One of the few bright spots for Indiana came in the form of veteran backup center Damiris Dantas. A stretch 4 with playoff experience dating back to her time with the Minnesota Lynx, Dantas played an important role off the bench, helping to keep the Fever within striking distance in the first half. Dantas, who has seen her minutes increase in the second half of the season, made her presence felt early by hitting 2 key three-pointers before halftime. She provided essential floor spacing for Indiana's offense, as the Sun focused their defense on shutting down Clark and Mitchell. Dantas finished the game with 12 points on 23 minutes of play, making 3 of 5 shots, including 2 three-pointers. In contrast, fellow post player Nalissa Smith, who started the game, saw limited action, logging just 9 minutes on the floor. Dantas' energy and shooting helped her take on a larger role as the Fever searched for answers. Moving forward, must win Game 2. The Fever now face a do-or-die situation in Game 2, which will be held Wednesday at Mohegan Sun Arena. If Indiana hopes to extend the series and bring the action back home for Game 3 in Indianapolis, they will need to find a way to improve their shooting and better navigate Connecticut's defensive schemes. The health of Caitlin Clark's eye will also be a key factor, as her ability to score from deep is crucial to Indiana's offensive success.